Hello Scorpio, this is your June reading for June 2017. So, just wanted to show everyone to start out with a nice light coming in from the window there. So, let's get into it. There's some nice sun shining on the floor there. Beautiful, nice golden light. Look at that. Looks like ancient writing or something. Okay, so one card from this deck, which will be the main energies. 3 from here. Or we'll see what happens, but these will be the clarifiers, hence the clear quartz crystal. So these are the enhancer cards to enhance the main focal energy. And then the journey of love, so that will be some kind of love aspect in your life. So could be romantic, just depends on what comes up in the cards. Could be self-love, family. Okay, so let's get started. And I shuffle in between each reading very well, so all decks are already pre-shuffled. Oops, I just want to share. That was a big chunk. 4 of Pentacles though. Okay, so Scorpio. What do the cards have in store for you for June 2017? Scorpio. What are the energies? I'm going to have to change the setting on that so the screen doesn't go black so quickly. Just to like stay on, that would be nice. Some kind of energy saver setting. Oh, something about energy saving. Energy saving. Oh, so that 4 of Pentacles. Because that's kind of being protective, withholding. So that's like, you know, maybe you're conserving your energies. We'll see what comes up in the cards if that gets confirmed. So if one doesn't pop, we'll cut the cards and pick one. So Scorpio, June 2017, Scorpio energies for the month of June. Scorpio messages for Scorpio. June 2017, messages for Scorpio. Alright, I think we're going to probably cut the cards, and right when I say that, usually one pops, but I don't want to spend too much time if they don't want to speed it along, because they don't understand that I want to keep it around 10 minutes, which means it ends up being 20 minutes. But, you know, with all the shuffling, so, you know, I want to give you a good amount of read time. But as I shuffle, messages will come to me intuitively, so okay, I feel like we're at a good place to cut the deck then. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. I feel like that's how Scorpio wants their card. Okay. Okay, you kind of want it like that, I guess. Just like somebody else's, was it Aquarius? I can't remember. Maybe the one right before that. Okay. I was just going to say maybe it was Leo. Because this says strength. This is the 9 of Wands, so not the strength card. So the sign for Sagittarius is on there. So maybe Scorpio is holding the light for a Sagittarius. Nine of Wands is kind of like a heavy load, but the heaviest load we bear, you know, is the one that we put on our own backs, the one we, yeah, the burdens that we load ourselves down with. Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Discs, that's worry. That's, yeah, feeling left out, feeling like there's nothing available to you, feeling lack of resources, that lack mentality. So that's what I'm saying, like, it's only a burden until it's not a burden. When we release it, it's no longer a burden. When we remember how powerful we are and how much is available to us, we don't need to worry. Worry is lack mentality. That's not trusting in God when you worry. Okay, and if we believe and have faith in God that things are being worked out for the best, then worrying is really just a waste of time. So there's a sign for the sun. There's the Eight of Discs. That's the top card. That's work. So pick your W. Do you want to worry or do you want to work? So maybe what you need to do is get creative, get some kind of routine, a hobby, something to occupy your time more. Because I know a lot of times when we just have, you know, we're not really doing much with our time, we can start worrying a lot. So, which is, we don't want to get too out of balance and work too much because we don't want to worry. Worry. So, you know, maybe a little bit incorporating something, just, even if it's just a hobby, just to occupy your time when you know, you start feeling that heavy burden of worry. And Scorpio can do that, you know, they're really deep, so they can really be aware of a lot of the darkness that's, you know, in the world, and they represent, that's the Death card in the Tarot. So there can be a lot of fear and worry when you discover the depths of, like, the depths of the darkness, really. Scorpio really gets to the core of it, and sometimes when you realize these truths, it can be very worrisome. But, you know, we have to balance that out so it doesn't become a burden. We want balance, not burden. So, and this card, it does say prudence. So, you know, things that will bring out those higher virtues. Okay, worry doesn't bring out, it brings out distrust and those negative, lower vibrational energies, and we want to maintain a high vibrational state of mind, feeling, and doing. So doing something that, you know, everything can have a spiritual aspect. So, and I've said this before, just like washing the dishes, okay, the purifying, the iridescent bubbles, the scent of the lemon, so everything can be spiritual. It doesn't have to be these fantastic epiphanies, revelations, prophetic dreams, and, you know, so all these messages from God, you know, it can just be simple, but still be spiritual. Be of those highest virtues, those high vibrational energies. This is a lot more radiant and colorful. It's the fruit of your labor. So it starts with, you know, if you want it tangibly, energetically, and mentally, just really when we want to see the fruits of our labor, we have to put in the work, because to overcome, you know, and have this Nine of Wands not be a burden, and have it teach you how to be strong, because it says strength there, okay? So if we take the lesson, which is how to be stronger, instead of, you know, using it to balance us out more and master our energies and be stronger, than to, instead of having this viewpoint of like lack mentality, where you don't think anything's available to you, you don't think there's, you know, this is kind of a hopeless kind of, you know, there's nothing available to me. Lack mentality, worry. And that's what worry is. And it's really just not trusting in the divine. God, source, creator, the one who made me, knows more about me than I do. So if we want to see things the way God sees them, we have to do work, not worry. And work, like I said, it doesn't have to be some big extreme thing, because that can, you know, add to the burden. So release some of the burden by allowing yourself to be kind of like this smited energy, okay? The hammer and the fire of making you stronger. That's what the burden is there for. Not to keep you in worry and this lack mentality and there's no resources available to you, because there are. All the resources you need are already available to you. The golden toolkit inside of you, everything in your natural environment, everything's available to you. But sometimes we can get downtrodden with the way of the world, how dark it can be. And, you know, especially Scorpio is very aware of that. So, you may have to be a little craftier in your ways of balancing out that energy, so you don't get stuck in worry. So, you know, you may have to tangibly, physically do stuff and put those skills to the test in order to maintain that. So, you know, like meditation might not be enough for you, or, you know, you tangibly working with your hands or something is more meditative perhaps, okay? So, but it, like I said, this raises you out of that, lifts the burden, raises you out of the lack mentality in a tangible way, but it has a spiritual aspect. Everything spiritual can be tangible and vice versa. So doing some physical, tangible work, like I said, it could just be a hobby, not like, it's not this isn't a burdensome. This is you just expressing yourself. This is a labor of love card, okay? So, like if you're an actor who loves acting, or a radio broadcast, whatever it is, okay? So it could just be something simple, like you love to make pastries and you're really good at it or something, so you make a really good batch of brownies or something and share them with your neighbor. Just something simple but beautiful, and but of such a high virtue, but it's something so simple, right? But it's a labor of love. It's the love that you put into it. That's what makes those brownies so good. So, you know, those are both pentacles, okay? Both discs. So there's, in order to energetically balance, so that this Nine of Wands makes you strong and not worrisome, you tangibly, there's something that, okay, needs to be done. So something very hands-on, okay? To allow for this Nine of Wands to you know, coping skills, that Eight of Pentacles, the golden toolbox, everything that God gave you is already inside you. So coping skills is one of those things, okay? And when we have good coping skills, we're not so worrisome. We can be so much more productive because we're letting, you know, some hardships make us stronger because we're still here. So obviously we got through them. So okay, I spent a little bit of time on that, so let's just see. Oh, look. Okay, so I shuffled these. I didn't look at them. But I just went to shuffle them, and I realized there's the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. So that just confirmed what I was saying. Three of Cups was on the top, so... Well, here, let me go like this, actually, so you can't see the card. So we'll just see... We'll pull a few quick, three... Okay, there's two right there. Oh, and these two wanted to come out. Look, there's the Five of Pentacles right there again. So just total confirmation of all this. There's the Nine of Wands and the Two of Cups. So yeah, to be in that love vibe, not the worry vibe. We want to be the higher vibration of love, not worry, right? That's lack, that's not love, that's fear. Because you got the Sun card and the Hangman. So it's up to you. You can be stuck or you can be dancing around in the sun. It's all about, you know, the Sun card, the fire, the electric, that's Wands. Okay, so it's all about you get burned by the sun or you use it to build up that melanin, let it make you stronger and stuff. So it's about the union of self and all. The Sun card represents that too, being illuminated, being in that oneness vibe, that high vibe. So to get unstuck, not have that Nine of Wands be a burden. It all comes from our perspective, okay? We can be the Eight of Pentacles or we can be the Five of Pentacles. Are you freaking kidding me? Look who's at the top. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, you really, Scorpio, need to tangibly do something to express how much stronger you are because of all of this. And come out of the worrisome. Or this is what you're doing, or this is what you're coming in to realize, that to get unstuck from that Nine of Wands, you really, even though you're a water sign, you're that detective type, hands-on, kind of digging in the dirt, getting to the core of it. So as a part of your spirituality, you know, like I was saying, maybe like meditation, stuff like that really isn't enough for you. So, gosh, that Eight of Pentacles, that's amazing, you know. Okay, so yeah, heart of God. God's at the heart of it all. I shuffled all these, didn't look at them, so that's just what was at the bottom. So heart of God, but I'm getting God at the heart of it all. So no matter what you're doing, even if it seems like a simple hobby, okay, and there you go. You choose the perspective of that Nine of Wands. Is it a burden? Are you going to worry or are you going to work? And that doesn't mean go out and get a 9-to-5 job. It means like what I was saying, okay? The choice. You choose to have God be at the heart of everything you do. And I'm just going to randomly open it up to one because we're getting close there to the 20-minute mark, so let's just see where it slides out to. Okay. Dance of the Planets. So, dance of the planets. The dance is the equilibrium, the staying balanced. And those cycles, dance of the planets, those cycles, those orbits, okay, and the death card in the tarot, Scorpio, that represents Scorpio. So, you know, we have to let the old ways die of being, you know, the victimhood, the martyrdom, everyone, not just Scorpio, everyone has to do this. And currently these are the energies that a lot of people are dealing with, is the smiting of the fire, the hammer, really letting God form you. And instead of being worried, we trust in God, because we know the end result is we're going to be strong. Okay, it's a burden as we're going through the process. But one more wand, and it's the 10 of Wands, and you get to drop them all. You've learned the lesson, and you've become strong. Okay, and then you get that Ace of Wands, that new beginning, for you to create your life and manifest it exactly how you want, co-creating with God. So, becoming. All right. Becoming. So you're becoming stronger. That's what I'm getting for Scorpio. You're coming into, okay, becoming and emerging. You're coming into. It's like you dove down, dug down, like the old video. I was gonna say Atari, the old video game, Dig Dug. You dug down. You found all those truths, those treasures, the core of things. Now you got to bring it back up to the surface. Okay, you can't stay down in the darkness. We go down there. We get those gems of knowledge. We bring it back up to the surface. We use it to help grow us, help learn us, make us stronger, more enlightened, more part of the oneness. Okay, getting unstuck. So coming out of the muck, getting unstuck. So we, you know, went down there, dove down, diving for light, and we come back up to the surface. Okay, and we emerge. Sun card, Two of Cups, union, oneness, enlightenment. So Hangman, we're getting unstuck from the Nine of Wands mentality of martyrdom, victimhood, and we're using it to allow God to make us stronger. So, and that Eight of Pentacles, something tangible. Okay, now you bring it back up to the surface and you apply it. All that wisdom that the Scorpio discovers. Okay? Research, discovery, scorpionic energy, very emotionally attached, passionate about all this, but it can be burdensome because when you, like I said, when you discover truths, it can be very, if you let your mind keep going there, you can become very worrisome, but then your thoughts dictate your emotions, and then those dictate your actions. So you want to be coming from a place of strength from all this knowledge that you gained. Okay, so apply it to something tangible, that Eight of Pentacles, okay? Very important, and not the Five of Pentacles. Don't apply that knowledge to being worrisome, okay? We have to apply it to being productive. So I hope that helped, Scorpio. Enjoy your June. I will see you next month for the July monthly. I love you all. Blessings to you all, and peace be upon you all.